The art of self-encouragement, transforming doubt into dreams. I think so many of us have been dealing with a lot of self-doubt, a lot of self-criticism. And especially when it comes to your dreams, your goals, I think we've all heard it in our lives where it's like, keep dreaming. Who are you to think like that you are able to achieve what you're set out to do? And in this video, I want to take this time to encourage you to really follow your dreams and rediscover that passion within you, that light, and start igniting it again so that that fire of passion is burning again. For everybody who does not know me, my name is Martin, and I really made it my purpose to share with you here my lessons, my learnings from life, so that I can inspire you to really start taking charge of your own life, that you're in the driver's seat of your life and live it with passion and fulfillment without holding back, without letting other people tell you what to do or what not to do. I want you to be in charge of your goals, your desire, and your dreams. And today's topic really started when I was talking to one of my clients, and he described that he's kind of like he feels like he is surrounded by fog, that he does not really know which path to take. And I felt that so many times in my life where I felt like I'm just surrounded by darkness or like this kind of fog, not knowing what I should do, where to go, what to do with my life. I was so lost multiple times throughout my life. And I remember back in like when I was, I think like 19, I made this decision to study acting, to move to New York and really to go after what I wanted. And from one of the people closest to me, one of the things that I was told was, good luck. And I was looking for support. I was looking for people joining me in that passion, in that like looking forward to doing something that was at that time, from where I'm from, not very common. And I got like a good luck. And later on, I also heard that people were like doubting that I would stay there, that I would really commit. And they thought that I would come back home after a couple months and be like, okay, I just want to stay home. I don't want to go back anymore and just give up. But I didn't. I didn't give up because I really committed to myself and committed to living the life that I wanted. But then throughout my life experiences, a lot of times I kind of felt like a setback. And I let myself influence or be influenced by other people's opinions, by what they thought of me, what they thought were possible. And I've seen that kind of behavior more often than not when it comes to people that I work with, when they talk about like how their friends or the people around them talk to them about what they want to achieve in life and what the goals they have. And I think so many of us have lost that connection to our true self, to our dreams, to our vision, because of fear. The fear of failure, the fear of what people are going to say if we, well, fail or succeed. Because the thing is, like, even when, like, I never thought that the fear of success is something real, but it's something very, very real. The thing is, often when it comes to success, when you have some kind of success, then some people will not really connect with you anymore or resonate with you anymore. So there's like fear of success because you might lose the people that you love or that you are really close to. And that kind of fear holds so many people back, but also, of course, the fear of failure, not just the fear of like, oh, I failed, I did my best and I failed, but very often or most of the time it's connected to what are other people going to say when I fail? How am I going to deal with that kind of rejection of other people? Some people might laugh. Some people might say, well, I told you so. You wasted your time. I've felt those kind of things so many times throughout my life. And then also when I started becoming or training as a coach, one of the first things I heard was like, well, I don't need a coach. Like if I needed someone to help me, I would get like a financial advisor or whatever. And I'm like, coaching is something completely different than a financial advisor. Like, and in that moment, it really also hit me where I'm like, a lot of people don't, they say certain things, not because they want to hurt us, not because they don't believe in basically what we want out of life, or they don't understand our goals, but what they really don't understand very often is what it is exactly that we want, and especially why we want it. A lot of people that when I talk to them about coaching, they're like, oh, what is it? Like a fitness coach or like a sports coach? And I'm like, no, I'm a life coach. I'm a transformational life coach. And they're like, oh, what's that? So very often it's the awareness of people don't even know what it is that you want to do. And without really asking about it, they reject it, or they're like, oh, I don't think that's a good idea. But one of the most important lessons that I want to share with you is stop giving a fuck about what other people say. Stop listening to people, what their opinions are, what their doubts are, because all of them, even if they don't mean, or even if they mean well, the thing is, all of us come from our own limiting beliefs. So if they say like, oh, this is not going to work, because maybe they have experienced some, or they've tried something similar and it didn't work for them, but they're coming from their own experience, and that own experience might have triggered or created a limiting belief that they're now putting on you. But the thing is, if you really want to do something, don't listen to those people. And the only person that you really need to listen to is yourself. Because I believe that we all have the answers within us. And now I know that a lot of times when it comes to our dreams or passions, we've forgotten what those things are because we've been letting other people talk ourselves out of it. And then we talked ourselves out of it. And they kind of got buried behind self-doubt, self-criticism, thinking we're not worthy, thinking we're not good enough. But they are still within you. And they're just waiting for you to unbury them, to bring them back to life. One thing that really helps me every time, and I shared this in different videos, in the beginning of this year, I went through a very, very difficult breakup. And in that moment, I was really lost. I didn't know what to do anymore. I forgot all my goals, my vision, everything that I was passionate about. I really forgot about it, and it was really buried behind pain, buried behind like just being lost. And the thing is, because of my previous life experiences, I knew that it's still there, but that I just need some time to uncover it again. And one thing, and I'm going to share that over and over again, one thing that really helped me the most was, or two things, meditation and visualization. First, meditation, because meditation really helps you connect to yourself. It reconnects you with your inner being, with your inner self. And that way you can start being you again, without the limiting beliefs, without the bullshit from the outside. And then paired with visualization, you can then jump into like a future reality that you want to create. And the great thing is our subconscious has no clue what is reality and what is just imagined. So you can kind of trick your brain and your mind into believing something that is not real, and therefore create new beliefs, new ways of being and behavior. And visualization really helps you with recreating like that neural pathways and go for what you want step by step. But it's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. You might go through a lot of trials and a lot of failures, but be patient. Like, give yourself some grace. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. But go within you, because all the answers that you are looking for are within you. I had that conversation with my client today. I was like, I'm not going to be able to give you the answer. You can look everywhere around you. You might get a little bit of inspiration, but the answers are within you. Because within you, you have all the emotions, all those, like, the beliefs, everything that is needed for you to create inspiration, to create passion. And then you can take action based on that. But also, once you are in that kind of like passionate vibration, things on the outside will shift. People that you meet, you will be more aware of certain things that you were not aware of before, because you're tuning into a completely new frequency. I talked to my mom about that a few days ago. She said when she was pregnant, suddenly she saw pregnant women everywhere. And the same thing happens also when you are changing, when you are starting to implement new things. You will see that you're on that different frequency, and then you start becoming aware of all those new things that are on that frequency, on that level as well. So it all starts within you. You cannot wait for the outside to change to then find the answers within you. You have to find the answers within you so the outside can change. So I really recommend that you start implementing a meditation visualization practice every morning and every night, because that's how you prime your brain, your mind, your neural pathways. And step by step, your behavior will change, your thoughts will change, your emotion will change, and your reality is going to be changing as a result of that. All right. I would love to hear from you as well. So share in the comments, what is something that you feel like you've buried deep behind, like shame or doubt or fear, and that you are now ready, that you commit to again, where you want to create that passion and that fire within you. Share in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, thank you for tuning in. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Lots of love from my heart to yours, and a big squeezy hug.